have the Destiny's Child members in it, but then there was a video that did have the Destiny's Child members in it, and I had never seen that one. So then come to find out, some of the members of Destiny's Child were dating some of the Jagged Edge members. Do y'all remember that?
No.
Second, muchacha.
Mm-hmm.
I missed some of what you said. Yeah, we went off. We back on though.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Yeah, we going in and out right now. I'm struggling over here. Just go ahead, keep talking.
Oh, so I don't know what part y'all y'all didn't hear, but okay. So remember, I remember there was an interview that the Jagged Edge members was saying how from the group Destiny's Child, they knew that Beyonce was going to become like this mega superstar that she is now because of the way that they were pushing her forward in the group.
How many was in the group you said?
It was Jagged Edge. It's like four of them.
I don't remember how many was in the group. I think it was 4.
Yeah, it's 4. The twins and then the two other brothers in there. But then there were also, when they first came out, Jagged Edge first came out, it was their song Gotta Be. I think that was their first single that was released.
Yeah. God damn it, they split this thing up to 2 parts.
Oh, it did?
Yeah, I hate that shit. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, it just started over.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh,
yeah.
wow.
Yeah, we good though. We good. We back on.
Okay. So the group Jagged Edge, come to find out, was dating members from Destiny's Child, which was only, 4 Destiny's Child members, I think, at first. Mm-hmm. So when Jagged Edge released their song Gotta Be, I didn't know that they had 2 separate videos going or whatever. So the one I saw of Gotta Be was the one with the brothers in like the garden scene or whatever, and they had like the picture frames, like they were in a picture or whatever. But then there was a second video that had Destiny's Child members in the video. Mm-hmm. So, but Jagged Edge was saying they knew Beyonce was going to become this big old entity that she is now.
Yeah, you kind of saw that in the beginning. They was pushing her out in the front heavy.
Right. So then, when Beyonce, there was like all of this rumor going on or swirling around saying that years later, when Beyonce was, I guess, about to come out as a solo artist or whatever, that somebody else in the music industry was really feeling her. And, you know, it was like they were trying to get her attention and all of this kind of stuff. So with all of this surviving R. Kelly stuff, I remembered, I was like, well, dang, I bought the first Beyonce album. And I always remember that song on there called Like I Never Said Yes, where she was pretty much talking to like a guy saying like the first time she said no, it was like she never said yes. So she would like have all of this list of things that, you know, yeah, we can be together. Yeah, you can come and pick me up, or we could date or whatever. But the first time I say no, which I'm thinking like at the time I was like, is she saying that no as in trying to, you know, the person pressuring her to be intimate or whatever? Is she saying that is the first time she said no? Then he want to act like she never said yes. So then when I actually looked the song up, it was like, sure enough, Sean Carter's name is on that song. So Jay-Z's name is given credit as helping to write that song. So we all know that Jay-Z is like, what, 12 or 13 years older?
There's a huge age difference there, yeah.
Yeah. And when Beyonce first came out, she was like
15, 16 or something like that.
Right, exactly. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So all this stuff is, you know, part of this whole industry in Hollywood.
Yeah, I mean, they ran down a ton of names. I mean, Elvis Presley's wife was underage. I remember the Jerry Lewis thing. They made a movie about that. Great Balls of Fire shit. He married his teenage cousin of all things.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, it ended up being his cousin. That's made that even more weird.
Right.
Yeah, but yeah, this like they say, but they mentioned the Beatles used to notoriously mess with younger girls and everything else, and nobody gets on. Nobody, Me Too ain't coming after Paul McCartney.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So like, but this is the hypocrisy in all this shit. Like, now I don't have a problem with them going after R. Kelly, but it seems like that it seems like their main focus is black men, and
right.
That's what makes this. That's what's putting me on this emotional roller coaster. Because like, it's like I have no issues with them going after R. Kelly, because R. Kelly is dead wrong and deserves to be dealt with. Actually, deserves to been dealt with years ago. But I can't help but feel like I'm pushing a fucked up narrative also, because I know this Me Too shit got alternate agendas. And even though this is something that needs to be done, I just don't like the fact that they're involved with this, because I know what they're trying to do and what they're trying to push and who they looking over to get to these people and everything. Like, so it's put me in a weird spot.
Right. Right, I agree, because it's like I said, okay, they got Bill Cosby, now they're on R. Kelly again. So now, if y'all want to be about the business of cleaning it up, everything, you need to make sure we see the surviving the Roman Polanskis, surviving Woody Allen, surviving Harvey Weinstein. Even put women up there too, if they have been molesting people. Shoot, hey, how about we could say surviving what's her name, Charlize Theron, that white lady from Africa, South Africa, that's been dressing her son up as a little girl. That's abuse.
How about Diana Ross or Michael Jackson? You think she fucked his head up?
Wow. So wait a minute, Diana Ross was doing something to Michael Jackson?
That's the rumors. That's always been the rumors. Yeah.
Oh, I never heard that.
And she gotta be what, like 20 years older than him?
Shoot, like I don't even know.
That's always been the rumors. But yeah, that's always been the rumors for a long time.
Wow. And the pastors, the preachers, why, they didn't even go this hard after Eddie Long. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's just, I'm at a loss for words. This is so disturbing, and it's just it's draining. It's draining. Like Psycho said, I don't want this to be about black men either.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? If you want to focus on this subject, focus on the subject.
Yeah, if wrong is wrong, then we need it to be wrong across the board, no matter the race.
Don't just pick black people. See, every time they want to push something, this is another thing. We didn't speak on the political agenda behind this. This might be a catalyst for promoting the lowering of the legal age limit for consent.
It could be, because these crackers are slick, man.
Honey, that's what I'm trying to say. We didn't talk about that angle of what this, because we know Lifetime is not there to promote black women. None of their shows are about black women, and none of their shows definitely is not going to be about black men, of course, unless they, somebody murdering them or something like that. But this is a political move. This agenda is political in nature.
And then it's also, what I didn't understand is, okay, even if they're going to do the show, the fact that this was a 6-part docuseries, really need to be 6 parts?
Right.
They really need to make this 2 hours a night for 3 nights straight? Like, really? And we're talking about something, again, just doing a documentary on this could have been enough.
Right.
Already sat there and did the Aaliyah story. So this is, I don't want to use the example of beating a dead horse, but in a way it is. In a way it is. Like, you have to start questioning the motive then, when you realize that they have made 6 hours based on this story. 6 hours when you did the Aaliyah movie, people have already talked about the incident. Do a documentary, fine. Do a show, you know, hour series or something you have on, cool. But to me, like the level of intricacy that they kind of went through was a really bad case. And to me, it was bigger than R. Kelly. They not doing all of this because they really want R. Kelly to be brought to justice.
Right.
I say these people are very savvy. So they can use this for furthering their certain political ambitions, other projects and things that we see come up in the future. Also as a way to further denigrate Black men. Also, as I said, as a means of deflecting from all of the white men, including the President of the United States of America, who have had tons of women come out on allegations against them. Are they doing Surviving Trump? Are they currently putting together an 8-hour docuseries for 4 nights, 2 hours a night on Surviving Trump? Because trust me, that can be done like that, and it should be done. With all of this, you have over 15 plus women who have talked about he's done everything from he changed the rules in the Miss Teen pageant so that he is the only one he could come back there while the girls were changing and undressing. Okay. And then all of these different women who came out to say things that he said to them, things that he did to them, how he touched them, how he did X, Y, Z. And it was even a case about a 13-year-old girl that he had sexually abused. And then you have that he was like good friends. Admittedly himself, one of his best friends is a known pedophile and what did you call it? A registered sex offender of minors. And this man said he's a great guy. They said he likes young women just like I do. He's one of my best friends. These are the people he worked with. But anytime a Black man was to do any of these things, that would implicate him. That would make him wrong. That would make him a monster. But your own damn president, who said grab him by the you know what, who said grab him by that, who set up and put text in his mouth so he could kiss this woman. Okay, like this is the stuff that this man did, but you're gonna talk surviving R. Kelly,
right?
That's not now. This is not to diminish anything R. Kelly did, any of the stuff that these girls endured. It's not to do that, but it's just to say, like I always say, be even-handed.
Yes.
If you're concerned about surviving a man's abuse or a woman's abuse, then let's see what else you got to roll out. What else you keep coming, but make them white this time. Keep them coming.
Right. Yeah. And this is a PR stunt as well. Okay. A lot of those women, their careers are going to be boosted. Sparkle is coming out with new music. Some of the other women, like we spoke of before, the books. You see what I'm saying? And not to mention how many clicks this particular media source is getting. You understand what I'm saying? Regarding this particular story, like everyone, even with us, we're actually participating in it. I mean, but we're not on the level of, this major, 6-part series sponsor. You understand what I'm saying? So there's something wrong and it's a confirmation of something. You see what I'm saying? Because everything they do is ritualistic. Once again, this has nothing to do with justice, like you said. I don't believe R. Kelly is going to go to jail. I don't feel that at all.
I think this is just their way of taking his money away.
You think so?
Yeah. I don't even know if I really.
They're gonna break them. They're gonna publicly break them. But it just doesn't seem that he's being broken right now. It just is weird.
But they have been canceling, like different venues have been canceling his shows,
right?
Which I haven't been, checking for R. Kelly, but they have been canceling his shows and whatnot. And he even got evicted out of his Atlanta house or whatever,
right?
And whatnot. So he's feeling it monetarily, but still.
And then he have to pay all of these people. So you're correct. they're going to break him down to absolutely zero. They gonna break him down.
The lady LaRonda, because she wrote that book, she's no longer getting her non-disclosure check each month, and she said she was getting paid $5,000. Now that's one person getting paid $5,000 a month. Can you imagine how many other people is he paying off, and what his what's coming out of his bank?
But this is my thing, when you are getting this particular story together, because I don't remember there being a casting call. So how did this particular story come together in this particular manner with all of these women? Like, who contacted all? You see what I'm saying? Who sat down and contacted all of these women, spoke to these women, and not only that, how did you know their names? How did you know their numbers?
I think because of maybe the parents who want their daughters back, and
but wait a minute, Muchacha, but hold on. Look how did that particular station, how did they know about each one of these people personally?
Because they got in contact, I think, with the Me Too lady, and she was able to at least get the phone number or whatever, maybe to one of the parents, and they keep in touch, the parents, because the way that the girl Dominique got with R. Kelly is through the young lady LaRonda. Both of them are in the Chicago area, LaRonda and...
So you saying that's how they got in touch with this particular news source? I mean, this
they could, you know how they do? They shop things to different networks. You know what I mean? Who wants to pick up the story? Probably. Mm-hmm. So once they say, okay, we shopping this story around, let's see if we're going to get it picked up. Bam, Lifetime picked it up. Now they saying, okay, let's see who all would want to participate. Because I was still even trying to figure out how did John Legend get in the series, but he had already tweeted that, he made tweets, he made tweets, and he was one, I guess, who felt like, okay, I'll stand up and say, R. Kelly needs to be
that's just weird,
muted or whatever.
That's weird. How but that still doesn't really necessarily explain how they got in touch with all these people. How did they find them? You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of those girls,
I think it's through the families, Nikki. I think it's through like I said, the girl Jocelyn, remember, was it 2017, the summer of 2017, when her parents came out and was saying that their daughter's being held in a sex cult, so that brought media attention. And then of course it's other parents across the nation watching the news, and it made national news. I don't know. Here's what's her name, Michelle, who's Dominique's mother. She's like, well, dang, he got my daughter too. And how can I find out? And somehow, some way, they were able to connect, because I know for that series, she was on the phone with, I think, Jocelyn's parents. And Jocelyn was in the room with Dominique.
I don't know. That's just odd to me. Like, you got all of these women, and they're like, yeah, I want to be on this documentary series. Like, what? I don't know, but I gotta get off of here. It has been all the way live. Y'all hit that like button, share, subscribe. I don't know, but I'm Nikki Justice. I'm on the run, and I definitely got to go. I want to say peace and Black Power. Definitely SYKOPATHeist. Always. Yeah.
No doubt.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, appreciate you coming through. I guess it's almost 2:00 in the morning. I guess I'll go ahead and get ready to end this. I know everybody got it. I know some people got to go to the plantation tomorrow. Yeah. I'm usually not.
Yeah, peace, Sister Renee. To you, Muchacha. Thank you.
Nikki.
Yeah, definitely. Muchacha, you got anything you want to say before we get out of here?
All I would like to say is make sure you are very aware of what your children, whether they're elementary age or even high school, college age, remember to keep checking on your children to make sure that everything is okay, and make comfortable spaces where they can come and talk to you about anything. Don't just, automatically shut them down when they want to, you know, talk about something.
Yeah, definitely. And you know, this brings up important conversations about molestation. You know, yeah, I think you know I was going to talk about this a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
About what you call it. I didn't want to talk about it this weekend because I felt like if I'd have talked about what I was going to talk about, it kind of would have took away from what was going on with this whole situation with the R. Kelly documentary and everything else. I didn't want to be the guy at the AIDS event saying, you know, what about cancer and this, that, and the third. I didn't want to be that guy, so I pushed it off. But yeah, we definitely going to touch on this a little bit more deeper, maybe on my next Wake and Bake Bill. Who knows? I might do it before then. But yeah, you know, it's a serious topic. It brings up important things that need to be talked about, bringing awareness to certain things. People need to be very careful with your kids and your children, who watches your kids, who you leave your kids with.
Right.
You got to speak.
Boys and girls.
Right. Inform your kids. Talk to them. Make them feel comfortable to tell you certain things if possible. If certain things happen, and if they tell you something, listen to them. Don't dismiss what they're saying as just bullshit. Listen to them, and
don't fly off the handle. Make sure you know, retain your composure enough to actually, you know, process something and operate with a discerning mind.
Right.
You know.
So you know, yeah, it's very important, family. As you know, ultimately, you know, this is about the kids and keeping them safe. You know, we just had a nice long conversation about protection the other day. Like, yeah, this is a form of protection. Protect your kids.
Right.
You know what I mean? About any means necessary. You know, but yeah, we'll get deeper into this another time, family. I appreciate everybody for coming through. What does it see? Let me see. Okay, I'm lost here. Okay, I'm coming, family. I'm coming. Okay, here we go. Yeah, do me a favor, family. Please click like, share, and subscribe if you haven't already. Yeah, we ended this, Renee. Yeah. Yeah. And if you have clicked subscribe, please hit the notification bell so you can be notified when we do go live. And to my haters out there, if you out there hate watching, you already know what it is. I appreciate all these. I embrace them. Please click dislike, still share, and unsubscribe, because I don't have no time for y'all, and y'all probably not on none of these motherfuckers right here, so y'all can just go ahead and just be out. And yeah, if you enjoy this content, please think about becoming a Patreon so you can get your hands on some exclusive content over there. I will be dropping something this week over there. I'm like 2 weeks behind because of computer issues, but I will be dropping something over there soon, family. And yeah, I'm also on Twitter and the Gram, family, at SYKOPATHeist, spelled the same way as the channel. You can catch me over there. And as always, please, if you're looking for any graphic work, designs, logos, please hit up our sister Renee at Renee Black Graphics on Facebook, and also check out her store where she's selling hoodies, t-shirts. Do you have cups too? I don't think you have cups yet, do you? I don't know. She's not there right now. Yeah. But yeah,
no, my brother, no cups. Okay. I'm sorry.
Yeah, but please think about checking. Yeah, please think about checking out his store as well. All these links will be in the description where you can find it. And yeah, this was another rundown. We gave out our reviews for the R. Kelly, Surviving R. Kelly. Please check out part 1. This is part 2. What was left of part 1? Please check that out if you had checked that out already. And yeah, I want to say shout out to all y'all once again. I appreciate all y'all for coming through. Peace and Black Power. We out.